Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC WildCard game. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Prescott on 1st down. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Prescott yet again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Pass incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
The 1st carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Going up the gut, Montgomery.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields.
Gets this one left side to Pettis.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And again back to Kmet. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Kari Blossengame
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. Breaks through the contact.
Inside the 20.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert.
65 yards.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Steps away. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 21. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are once again back in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now it's Fields.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC WildCard.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Pettis now from his end zone. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success. They had to deal with a lot of adversity. On first down, Fields.
The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
David Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott steps away to his left. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Prescott now. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
To throw is Fields.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Fields now to throw.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains in this NFC WildCard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Prescott now from the 50.
On its slant, he's got Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott to throw it.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Bears on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bears are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All eyes on Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.